All right guys, welcome back to the porch. Today we're gonna be tying a pheasant tail, a live wire pheasant tail. It's pretty cool. So it's got two, like a double wire ribbing. We're using a silver and a copper wire. So material wise, pretty simple. It's hooks. This is a straight, like a pretty straight jig hook. So you can get a good, long profile there. And then we're using 3.0 slotted copper beads. Of course, some pheasant tail. We've got some Peacock Herl. We're gonna use some CDC, some Coq de Canard, and then Partridge Feathers on there. And if you're like, why is he using that rusty brown so much? I love it. It works really good. And it just so happens that it goes with the pheasant tail pretty well. Now we select our pheasant tail, so we get about 4 or 5 fibers, separate them, snip them. All right, now we're gonna tie these in. Cool. All right. Off that excess. And so now is a great time to go ahead and lay out our wire. So we'll snip off the silver, tie that in. Cool. And we're also gonna use some copper. So, like 2.5, 3 inches or so. You don't wanna waste material. So we'll just set those in like that. Cool. All right, so we'll just run this thread back. Okay, now here, we're gonna tie in our other pheasant tail piece. Dude, everything is blowing around on me. It's really windy outside. So I've got a darker piece for the body. You can do the same kind of piece. I'm just using this just because I've got it. I tie mine in with the skinnier side there, right? Okay. So we've got our pheasant tail tied in. Now we're gonna run that thread back up to the bead. Get all those loosies in. All right. Now we're gonna grab that pheasant tail and we're gonna roll it forward, wrap it. Try to not damage those little tiny fibers as much as you can. I know it's a pain. All right, wrap that up to the bead. Now we'll tie that in and anchor it. Now we'll snip that off. Right now, the luxurious Peacock Herl. This is what drives the trout wild. A lot of times, this little bit is what will seal the deal. That beautiful green. Now we're not gonna use all this. We're just gonna tie it in there. We're gonna snip it off. Cool. All right, now we're gonna wrap our live wire, counter wrap. Try to keep them nice and straight. Guys, I'm gonna have to get glasses because I can't really see much anymore. All right, just a couple of wraps up. Keep that peacock on top of it though. All right, now we'll tie in, set that wire. All right. Helicopter off this excess wire. Come on. Okay. Now we're gonna put our peacock. We're gonna wrap that. Oh! All right, this happens every so often with peacock. All right, so we just tie that piece back in. try to be more careful. All right, let's tie that in. Now we'll snip off that peacock excess. And now for the Coque de Canard. I'm just gonna tie in the tip of our CDC here. Now with our hackle pliers, we're gonna try to wrap this material in the wind. And the wind is cooperating for a moment. Now we will tie it off. All right, so now we'll snip that stem. Try to get some stuff back. All right, now we're gonna do our partridge. This is like the little magic of it. Number one, the magic of the dual color wires, that peacock, and then like just the two different kind of feathers for hackles, because you've got that CDC, which just has like that nice flow like an octopus's arms. You know what I'm talking about? How it waves around. And then you've got the Hungarian partridge, and this kind that I use, it's like got a dark and white model to it. It looks kind of like a mosquito, and man, it's just, I don't know, I like it, and I think the trout agree. Okay, so we're gonna tie the tip in just like we do with the CDC. We'll wrap this. Okay, I'm just gonna get probably one, maybe two wraps. Just the one. Okay, now with just a little bit of that peacock, we're gonna put a little collar on there. Just to really turn up the heat. Snip off that Peacock Herl. Now the last thing we got to do is just whip this thread off and call it a day. So we get our trusty whip finisher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put another one on. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. That's it right there. That is the live wire pheasant tail. Whenever you use a pheasant tail, you can use this one out. Works great. It's got a lot of attractors to it. And it's also super durable with the double wire. It makes it really durable as well. Thank you so much once again for joining me on the front porch. And tie this fly up, throw it in your box. Like, subscribe, stay tuned, and let's go fishing. Come on, go fishing. Don't waste your time. Let's do it. Let's do it. See you. Tree Hood out.